Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining today. And my name is Zane, and I'm excited to present to you the Fresh Farm Picking project. And I hope it gave you a clear understanding of our work and vision. And let's get started. And before we dive in, let me introduce the team members in this project. And today we have Zay and Xiang, who are both developer, and Emily, our DevOps engineer. And I also want to thank to the rest of our team member who couldn't be there today. And they have been a big part of this project, and we appreciate all their contributions. And let me quick go over what we will be covering today. And first, I will introduce the project background to give you an understanding of what this project is all about. And then I will explain the technical architecture that we followed while building this platform. And after that, we'll look at some of key features like homepage, search page, and so on. And lastly, we will discuss the next step about this project and what we will plan to do in the future. All right. Well, Australia is a significant agriculture country, and there isn't a robust platform that efficiently showcases farm-related information. And Fresh Farm Picking is a digital platform that aims to connect people with farm in an easy and a meaningful way. And it provides an online space where people can explore farm activities, make bookings, and even purchase farm assets in the future. And in short, we want to create a bridge between urban audience and farms. Whenever someone wants to book a farm tour, buy farm produce, or just learn more about farm activities, Fresh Farm Picking provides a place to do all of that. And now let's quickly look at the text that we use for this project. And on the front end, we use React with TypeScript along with Material UI for styling and Redux Toolkit for stage management. And we also use Figma for designing the user interface. And in the future, we plan to move to the Next.js to make the platform even better. And on the back end, we use like Node.js with Azure functions, which gave us a serverless environment. And we also use Postman for testing and Google Map API for location services. And in terms of cloud services, we use many Azure tools, but I won't go into too much detail here. And instead, I will let Emily, our DevOps engineer, explain how we use Azure in the next slides. All right, Emily, you can take over here.
Thank you, Zen. Hi, everyone. This is Emily. Thanks for being here today. I will be walking you through how Azure powers our Fresh Farm Picking website, making sure everything runs smoothly and scales efficiently. We will start with Azure Block Storage. So it handles all the static access like image and icon. So it's great for storing unstructured data because it's super scalable. So as our website grows, we don't have to worry about running out of space or performance slowing down, things like that. Next, our entire front end is hosted on the Azure Static Web App. This is perfect for serving static content quickly and reliably. It works hands in hands with the backend APIs. So it allows the app to stay fast and responsive for user. For our user authentication, we rely on Azure ID. So it handles everything related to things like logging in, including single sign-on with platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn, as well as MFA. So it also handles password resets, making sure everything related to user security is covered. And then all the communication between the front end and back end is managed through Azure API management. So this acts as a gateway for all the requests, enforcing important policy like course, API rate limits, and API key management. So it helps control the flow of data, ensure that everything runs securely and efficiently. Our backend logic is actually powered by Azure Function App. There are serverless functions that scale automatically when there's an increase in demand. They handle everything from processing user requests to interacting with the SQL database, making sure that the website's business logic runs smoothly without manual scaling. So we also use Azure Server and its database for storing all our website data. So it's faster, scalable, and works seamlessly with our backend functions. So ensure that the data can quickly access and update whenever needed. For search functionality, we use Azure Cognitive Search. So it indexes all the data from our SQL database, making it easy for user to perform fast searches. These search results are delivered quickly, so keeping user experience seamless and responsive. Finally, we also use Azure Application Insight to monitor how this website is performing. So this gives us real-time insights into things like page load times, error, and user activity. So it helps us catch any issue early and also ensure the application runs smoothly for everyone. Overall speaking, Azure is at the heart of the website's workflow, so it manages everything from hosting, storage, authentication, to APIs, backend logic, data search, and performance monitoring. So this setup allows us to scale easily and keep our website safe and also provide a great user experience. Yeah, that's it from me. Zen has the next part, so Zen, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. And let's continue. And for our project, we follow Scrum methodology, which help us stay organized and on track. And we plan our work in 2 week sprint, allows us to focus on delivering features. And each day we have a stand-up meeting, and except for Thursday, and where we'll catch up on progress and discuss any challenges we are facing. And to manage our tasks, we categorize them into epics, features, stories, and tasks. And this way we can break down large projects into smaller pieces. And we also use a storing point system to estimate the effort for each task, helping us balance the workload. And with this structure, we could maintain steady productivity. And all right, here we can see there is a home page, and we can have a live demo here. All right, and at the top, you can see our FreshFarmPicking logo here, along with the login and save button. And I think we could log in first. You can see here, we already have one account here, and you can use another account. And if you don't have account, you can create one here. And you could create an account, use your own email, or you can use Google or Facebook to log in as well. But we already have one, so I think we probably just simply log in here. Let's wait a minute. All right. All right. And you can see after logging, it will show you the button on the top right corner here. And below that, there is a search section where you can select a location, pick an available date, and let me try here. Let me search maybe with Melbourne. And you can see the location search even has an autocomplete feature to help you quickly find what you are looking for. And under the search bar, there are buttons for popular cities, so you can easily browse from in each area here. And for each farm card, we display its name, location, and tag for fruit or activity. You have 3 main categories here, and farm with the in-seasonal fruit, and farm with highlighted activities, and the most popular farm section below here. And this setup makes it simply to explore different farm experience based on what you are interested in. And we could move on to the next page, which is search page. And now we can see at the top, just like on the home page, you can select a location and date here. And on the left side, and there is a filter sidebar where you can pick activities. Let me change the location first. Maybe probably change to Brisbane. Let me search here. And you can see the filter. You can choose some broader filter like animal. It will choose all the animal field, something like that. And you can choose the fruit here. And or you can choose something more specific, like just choose the dog type. All right. Or maybe let me try some fruit, mango. Yeah. Yeah. And on the top, you can see here is the show map. You can click on this. Yeah. And it will display the forms from the it will display all the form in this map here. And you can hover on each forms, have a quick preview card and click on it. It will take you to the form detail page. And let me go back here. And I think you could also click the show list here. Just click here. It will go back to the list page. So let's move on. Maybe search Brisbane again. Okay, let's move on to the form detail page. In the center, here is the large image gallery where you can click on to see more photo on the form. And on the top right corner, here is a share button that lets you copy the link or share it directly on the social media. And below that, you will find the form content information, including phone number, email, and address, and along with a brief introduction. And further down, here is a list of activities you can book right from this page, and you can click something look like that. And at very bottom, here is a map showing the farm location. And if you click on the direction, it will give you the route from your current location to the farm. Yeah. All right. And all the pages are the mobile responsive. And let me check here. Here is the mobile view of the farm page. And here is the mobile view of the home page. You can search here. Search here. You can search something like that. Filter, look like that. All right, let's move on. And on the farm detail page, when you find the activity you like to book, and just click on it and choose your preferred date, time, and the time of people. And then you can fill in your personal information like your name, phone number, and email. After confirming your booking, you will receive a references number. And if you click to the manage booking, it will take you to the booking manage page. And here you can view upcoming activities or see your booking history. And you also have the options to add the booking, get the direction, view farm details, cancel, or even rebook past activities. And this is the mobile view. And in the add booking page, you can update your booking detail here. And here is the get direction button look like. And you can also check the form detail by the form detail button. And you can book again for the history activity. And if your previous activity has expired, you can explore other available activities at the same form. And all right, and I think this is the end of the demo part here. And next, Xiang will take you through the project data and the new background setup.
Okay, thank you, Zai. So I will introduce the data structure and the shortage. In our backend system, data shortage and management are handled efficiently through a well-designed structure. We use the Azure Circle as our database and is managed through the Prisma OIM. The system includes several key entities such as the users, farms, farm drafts, farm activity, farm stats, and bookings. This design allows us to manage complex data in a flexible and consistent way. The first one is the user. The user entity store information about each user in the system, identified by a unique ID. Other fields include the email, role, display name, first name, and the last name. And the user can also upload the avatar, and the avatar information is stored via a relationship with the image model. And then is the farm. The farm model manages information about farm, storing fields such as name, description, and other properties. Each farm is associated with a farm address which stores through the farm address model holding detailed location information. Farm activities such as fruit picking or animal feeding are managed through the farm activity model. Each farm activity records detailed information about the activity offered and is associated with multiple entities, such as the assets and the activity schedules. The booking function is handled by the activity booking model, which allows users to book activities, recording participant detail and booking status. And finally is the image shortage. We use Azure Blob shortage to store images, including user avatars and the image related to the farms or activities. This makes file management and size efficient and convenient. Next. Next is the API functionality. To interact with this data structure, we provide a series of Azure Function API for creating, reading, updating, and deleting operations. Here are some of the key API functionalities. First is the user API. It have two key endpoints. The first one is the get user information. The second one is the get user avatar start token. And then is the farm API. Farm API have four key endpoints. The first one is the get of farm, then the get farm by ID, and the create farm and the update farm. And the third one is the activity API. It also have four key endpoints. The first one is the get activities, then the get activity by ID, and then create activity and update activity. And finally is the booking API. It have three key endpoints. First one is the get booking, and then create booking and update booking. In addition to this, we have other API endpoints that handle other relevant information. Next. Then finally is the system architecture design. Our code is organized to the several key layers: schema, service, entity type, and function. This layer design ensures that our system is scalable and easy to maintain and efficient. First one is the function. This layer handles the HTTP request from the silent using the Azure functions. Each function each function is corresponds to a specific API endpoint and execute task by calling the service layer. Azure function help us scale the system efficiency and reduce the cost while simplifying deployment and maintenance. And the second layer is the schema. We use the Zoo library to define the data validation rules, ensure that the data received and returned by the system is consistent. And then is I think it's the entity layer. This layer directly interact with the database using the Prisma, Silence, and the Azure Circle, ensuring secure and consistent data operations. And then is the service layer. This layer handle business logic, including the interactions with Azure Blob Storage for managing image. It collaborates closely with the entity layer, making the code easier to manage, test, and update. And finally is the type layer. This layer defines type like the farm entity input and farm entity output, ensuring the data consistently as it moves between different parts of the system. That's all of my part. Yeah, so next to the Zai. Thank you, Zai. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Xia. And let's continue. For our next step, we are planning to introduce a new UI design that will give users a more modern and intuitive experience. We want to make the platform as user-friendly as possible, and so this update will focus on improving interaction and overall usability. And additionally, we will using the storybook to build our own UI component library, and this will make it easier to develop and maintain new features in the future. And next, we plan to refactor and migrate our project from React to Next.js. This change will improve SEO maintainability and scalability, make the platform even better suited for the growth. And we are also looking to integrate some AI feature into this platform that will help us provide more personalized experience for our users. And I think overall, this upgrade will ensure that our platform continue to evolve. And that's all for today. And thank you all your time and attention today.